All right, let's get right into it. In this world of nonstop pings and constant noise, there's something else going on, something quieter. It's the silent conversation you're having with yourself, and it is, without a doubt, the architect of your entire life. And look, mastering this internal world, it's not some luxury anymore. It's the ultimate deciding factor between a life of resilience and one of collapse.
I mean, just stop and think about that for a second. This is so much more than just thinking positive thoughts. That internal dialogue you've got running, it's literally the operating system for your creativity, your ability to lead, and honestly, your capacity to handle all the curveballs life is going to throw at you. And that's the real question, isn't it? It's a tough one, but it's the one we're here to really dig into. Because believe it or not, the answer to that question has more to do with your future than any external thing ever could. See, every single external success, every creative idea, every big win, it's all built on an internal foundation. And when that foundation is shaky or just completely ignored, we can get trapped. We end up in this silent prison where we are somehow both the inmate and the jailer.
So, why do so many of us just neglect this? Well, it's kind of by design. Our world is built to pull our attention outward. We're constantly pushed to perform, to post, to buy, to consume. And all that noise makes it incredibly easy to ignore the really vital work of getting our own inner house in order.
It's just so much easier to chase the shiny objects, isn't it? The likes, the promotions, they give you a quick hit. But doing the slow, difficult, often uncomfortable work of becoming whole on the inside, that's rarely celebrated. But here's the thing. One of those paths leads straight to burnout, while the other? That one leads to a durable, unshakable self. And when it really comes down to it, the awareness that our time here is limited, well, that's the ultimate clarifier. It just strips away all the superficial stuff and forces us to face what actually matters. The anxious voice screaming for more starts to fade, and you can finally hear the steady heartbeat of enough. So let me ask you, what's your enough? So if we're going to win this war, we have to understand the battlefield. And that battlefield is your own mind. The crazy thing is, it can be your greatest ally or your most destructive saboteur. That inner dialogue, it's not just some background noise, not at all. It is the engine of your life. It's the narrator of your story, the one interpreting everything that happens to you, and the director rehearsing what might happen next. It is actively building your reality moment by moment. And here's the thing. When we leave it unchecked, our mind defaults to these weird self-protection modes. It blows things out of proportion, catastrophizing. It makes everything our fault, personalizing, and it demands the impossible, perfection. These patterns feel like they're helping, but they actually create this toxic loop of self-sabotage. I mean, think about the last time you backed away from a challenge. Was your inner voice just saying, I might fail? Or was it whispering, if you fail at this, everything will fall apart? Okay, so how do we actually fight back? Well, the goal isn't to just get rid of all negativity. That's impossible. It's about developing a kind of constant awareness, integrating these deep truths into our thinking so we can consciously choose the voice of wisdom over the voice of chaos. The very first shift in thinking is this. Courage is not about being fearless. Waiting until you feel ready? Oh, that is a trap. True mastery, I found, is about moving forward while you're feeling the fear. As Nelson Mandela said so perfectly, fear doesn't have to be a chain that paralyzes you. It can actually become a tool, a sharp tool, that guides you towards smart, strategic action. Fear becomes the very friction that builds your emotional muscle. Now, this second principle is just as critical. To grow, you have to be relentlessly honest about your own flaws. You just have to. But, and this is a huge but, that honesty has to be paired with a deep kindness for yourself. Because beating yourself up fractures your inner world just as badly as being delusional does. Self-compassion is not an excuse. It's the fuel for getting back up. It's the voice that says, okay, I messed up, I can learn from this, I'm still worthy. That's what gives you the strength to risk, to fail, to adapt, and ultimately to succeed in a way that actually lasts. So here's how you can actually put this into practice. It's a simple daily ritual. Before you even look at a screen in the morning, set your intention. Keep a journal where you can be totally honest. And when you stumble, reframe it as a lesson. Look, this isn't a one-time fix. It's the daily work, the constant chiseling that truly transforms you. And you have to remember, this inner work is never, ever just about you. It always echoes outward. It transforms how you show up in the world, in your career, and for the people you care about. When you cultivate a strong inner core, it's like planting a tree with deep, strong roots. It doesn't just benefit the tree, it provides stability and shade for everyone and everything around it. It becomes the foundation for everything you do and everything you build. Your leadership becomes real, authentic. It inspires trust. That inner strength allows you to build stronger cultures in your family, on your team, cultures that are rooted in honesty and compassion. And that makes the whole system, the whole community more resilient, ready to weather any storm. So, we end right back where we started, with a question for you. This battle might be invisible, but winning it will redefine your entire life. Just remember, the person you are becoming is listening to every single word you say to yourself.